Hey, welcome back to my channel, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Just wanted to get a quick video out about the upcoming Chicago Sports Spectacular scheduled to be at the Rosemont Convention Center, the site of the National here in Chicago, but it's coming up next weekend. I feel like I just did this video a couple months ago. In fact, it was 4 months ago. It's amazing how fast time goes. They're not going to have a summer show this year. They're going to be doing that actually up in Detroit. So they've scheduled something up in Detroit as opposed to doing a summer show in Chicago. So this is it until the fall. So it's kind of my big show for the year, that and the one in November. So I wanted to just kind of talk about that briefly. And also I have a big stack of cards that I'm planning to submit at SGC for mail-in submission. So I am going to show you the cards that I'm going to be submitting. Let's kind of go to the website for the Chicago Sports Spectacular. So let me go to that screen. This is the homepage for it. I'm going to be there on Friday evening, and I'm going to be there on Saturday afternoon. Here is the site. It's going to be March 15th through the 17th. You can get your tickets here. Also, the autograph tickets you can still get through the end of Tuesday, I think, and then otherwise you're going to have to buy them at the show. Saturday is where I'm kind of looking at maybe getting an autograph. My friend's going to be getting Mark Grace's autograph. And I am looking at possibly doing maybe Jermaine Dye. I have a World Series ball from 2005, and actually he was the World Series MVP for the White Sox. So I'm thinking about maybe getting his autograph on the baseball. And there's one other one I was kind of considering, and that would be Robin Yount. I was thought about bringing in his rookie card to be able to get signed. He doesn't charge more for a rookie card at this point, so he's still one of the old school signers. So I was thinking about possibly doing that as well. So again, I'll be there on, here's some other guests. They're going to be here on Friday at least, or on Saturday when I'm there. Harold Baines, Dave Parker, some pretty good names there. Frank Viola, former Cy Young Award winner. And that's kind of the end of the page at that point. I'm going to be there on, I'll pull up Friday's guest just so you can see that is two as well. I'm going to be there Friday. So I'm going to put on YouTube in sort of the social area, the community page. Just, feel free to, as we get closer to the show, I'm going to put that I'll be there at this time and where to meet me. So if you're going to be coming to the show on Friday, feel free to try and meet me there. Saturday, I'm meeting some friends, but if I run into people at the show, feel free to just come up and say hi. I would love to be able to kind of talk to each and every one of you that want to try and be able to kind of grab me during the show. I would say that the guest list isn't as deep as it was in the fall, but there's still some good guests there. And I think Sunday's got a decent number of guests as well for autographs. Sammy Sosa is going to be there all 3 days. Signing, we also got like Mike Tyson coming in. Some boxers are going to be there. Few football players, obviously, because it's their off season, and some Blackhawks are going to be there over the weekend as well. So, all right. So I wanted to show you my cards as well. So let me stop sharing that screen for a second and go back over to my homepage. As I mentioned, I have a bunch of cards here, some of which I'm actually planning to sell. So I'll talk you through that. Let me go and pull that up now, and I will share that screen with you. So let me do this one. Here it is. Okay. All right. So starting with the first one, I have 5 Stay Unusual cards. So as I've kind of mentioned before on the channel, I'm actually collecting his player run. Is my dad's favorite player. So, and he's one of my favorite vintage players, period. I still have a couple of his early cards to be able to pick up. I need the 49 Bowman. I need the 48-49 Leaf, which will be the big one. And then I want to be able to get his Redmonds and Red Heart cards too to round out. But here's 5 that I actually, one of which I already had graded, but I'm going to try and get a little bit of a higher grade with this 62 Topps here card. But the other ones I didn't have graded, so I was going to just put those in for submission and see what I get. None of them are like stellar cards as far as condition wise, so I'm happy like with 2, 3s, and 4s. Then I have a couple cards from the 40s. Allie Reynolds. I'm going to try and see if I get a better grade than the graded one I picked up. And I'm just going to sell the one that is a lower grade. So we'll see how we do. I think the one I'm submitting is actually in better condition than the one I received in the mail just earlier last month. And then I have another Leaf card that's going to be going in for submission. That was one I picked up in February. And then I have some late 50s and 60s Topps cards. So we have few from the 1958 set. A lot of White Sox are going to be a theme as you're going through the remainder of my vintage cards. Got 3 of the All-Star cards. We got Spawn, Scourin, and Nellie Fox. The Scourin is actually a really good looking card, other than just being off center. Early wins in good condition too, other again, also than being off center. Then we have a couple of 59s. We got Fox and Win, big players, the MVP and the Cy Young Award winner from 1959 for the American League. Then we have the 1960 Topps cards. Got Early Win, Nellie Fox, Luis Aparicio, Minnie Minoso, and Robin Roberts. Couple 61s. We got Ron Santos rookie card that I've had forever in my collection. I'm planning to get graded now. Early Win, and then the Nellie Fox MVP card. And then we have, so to round it out, some random vintage from the 60s. We have a Lou Brock rookie card in here, even though it's in like really low grade. I kind of looked it up and it looks like those are still selling really well. So it seemed like it was good to be able to pick that up. This is a Brooks Robinson card that was given to me by my parents when I was very young. So I wanted to kind of get that graded. And then these 2 rookie cards of Don Sutton and Fergie Jenkins I've had for, 25, 30 years. I was hoping to be able to get those graded. I have 4 autographs that are going to be in this order. I have the Scott Rowland card that I pulled from a box that I opened with my friend probably about 5 years ago. It's the 98 Bowman, so it's a real old signature of him. Jose Abreu card, his autograph of Luis Aparicio, and then an early White Sox autograph of Paul Konerko from 2000. It's a subset that I really like. It's the Gamers Lumber from Fleer Gamers, and it's the autographed edition card of it. At some point, I want to be able to kind of get the Derek Jeter one to go with it. And that's a nice transition because I'm going to be selling a lot of these Derek Jeters. As you know, I have many of them already graded. So my intention is to see if I can top the grades that I've already received. And the ones I don't, I will be kind of moving on. So all these are numbered cards that are in this order here. This one is not part of the one I'm going to be moving on. I'm going to keep this one. It's numbered out of 300. I actually pulled this card from a hobby box in 2000 when I bought it. I sold it, so this is one I reacquired. It's one I wanted back into my collection as a result of it. And so actually when I'm done with this, I'll have all of his gold base cards graded because I have a few in here that I don't have graded, such as the 2002 down here in the corner. I'm really curious how the 2001s will do because it'll be an experiment because I want to maybe get some of my 2001 gold cards graded. I don't have the 04 one graded yet or the 06. Then I have a couple of like his all-star inserts here. But the 05 and the 07, we'll see if we can top the grades I already got, which means I would need 10s for some of them. So that would be like phenomenal. And then we have I think this is the 2010, if I'm not mistaken, picture. And then I have a couple of the 2011 cards here. Those will be for sale, as well as the 2013 that's down here in the corner and 2012. I already have those. I don't have this one graded, so I'll add that in. And then finally here is last 2014 and 15. Didn't have these graded yet. This one's been kind of going a little higher than I thought when I've seen it graded, probably just because it's his last card and people want to be able to pick that up. All right, so that is what I got. I'm hoping that through the sales of some of those cards, I can support the price that I'm going to pay to kind of have more cards graded this time around than I normally do. So it should be a lot of fun going to the show this weekend. Again, it's going to be probably my big show for the year, that and probably the one in November. And yeah, I hope to have a great time going 2 days, and I hope to see many people out there. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll try to be back maybe before the show. I want to try and get another video possibly out there, but we'll see if I have time. Otherwise, I'll kind of try and get it out there for you guys next weekend, possibly after I do the summary from the card show. All right, have a wonderful week, everybody, and have a great evening.